Alright, y'all, welcome back. We're taking a look at a motorsports compilation video. I haven't looked at one of these in quite a while. This one is near misses, but they get increasingly more terrifying. This sounds pretty awesome, actually. Just from a newer channel called Redline. Make sure to check them out. So it'll be linked down below, so you can check out this whole video uninterrupted, as we won't be watching the whole thing here. And, of course, browser stuff. Thank you to Patrick for suggesting this through email. I appreciate it. Let's go ahead and get right into it. Okay, starting out with Formula One, I believe.
Bottoming, scraping on the ground, and he had another moment on that curb and managed to avoid hitting the barrier.
Yeah, mate, this
whoa, whoa. Holy crap, I didn't realize actually in the IndyCar what had happened. He missed that car and missed hitting anything else.
To be fair to Perez there,
holy smokes, how lucky.
Reactions to get out of the way of a spinning car.
Yeah, Perez for sure. What great. Dude, how did he even know that was happening? Damn. Excellent awareness. It's half the battle. People don't get enough credit for how fast they could drive race cars, especially when you're talking about fast open wheel cars like Formula cars. Not only, you know, taking them lap after lap, hitting the apexes, setting fast times, but of course the ability to dodge getting drilled in the side, right? The ability to avoid wrecks is next level skill. Guy got passed on the freaking out ramp from the pits, which is definitely illegal. Jeez, man, what the hell's the story?
What the f is this guy doing?
Now he's retreating over there. What's he doing? For real?
The Corvette racing team.
I wonder what the context for that is. Damn.
The 2024.
Oh, no way he splits the difference.
That is the worst place
whoa.
To have a spin.
Yeah, it's coming right off the corner, dude.
Dwight Merriman. That is
look at this one, too. Did you see how squirrely that... Look how squirrely this car is. Right here.
That is in such a precarious position. Exiting
oh, my God. That's freaking wild.
And Colton Herter.
I bet that guy was just bracing in there like, I'm about to get freaking ripped in the side. And no one hit him. Damn.
Stays ahead.
This is going to get sketchy here, guys.
Are near misses almost more satisfying than actual wrecks? I think possibly.
That was super sketchy.
Damn.
From Ryan Hunter-Reay. Here's the blend on board Felix Rosenquist.
My goodness, man.
My goodness.
To the apex is Lundgaard.
This is for sure IndyCar. For people that, I know some people always ask, I myself sometimes find it hard. You know, this is where you want to look. They actually have windshields in IndyCars. Of course, if you see like Honda logos, Hy-Vee, you know, kind of U.S. Companies, that would make it easier as well.
A replay. Oh, the closing
this halo part is a lot different on Formula One cars, and there's no windscreen.
Of Christian Lundgaard right there, didn't you?
Yeah, he went a little bit wide, but
not to mention the front. The front is taller on these Formula One cars. This kind of nose piece here, and then of course the aero kit is different.
Keep the position. So well done to Christian Lundgaard.
Yeah, let's just watch and hold on.
Oh my God, I gotta get more into MotoGP, man.
Oh, dearie me, Marquez.
It's been on my list for like years, and I just never done it.
Is taking unbelievable.
How did he say that? I thought you would be done on a bike.
How much do we love
if
this?
you're that
dearie
sideways,
me,
man, right there, you're thinking, I'm done. I'm wiping out, right? You're just kind of facing the truth. You're facing the music there. I'm wiping out. How do I avoid like getting hurt, right?
Unbelievable.
Nope. He's actually right back on the wheels.
Unbelievable race. This guy can win the MotoGP World Championship by sitting.
Accurate reaction by that guy.
Behind Johan Zarco, and he lays it all on the line. That was so close.
Damn. And he kept it going through the sand too.
Hamilton thought there was a gap, but the wall and Sebastian Vettel moving to the right-hand side closed that gap down. Has Vettel just got away with an error and preserved his lead in this Canadian Grand Prix?
Well, that's something you wouldn't think would happen that way. I mean, nothing was illegal about that, right? He messed up, but he actually held his position.
Hamilton now thinks
he didn't wreck Hamilton. He didn't block him.
Dangerous
like, at least I don't think he did. I mean, he kind of did, though, right? I don't know. It's a gray area. Holy crap. That's wild that worked out for Vettel there. Oh, he was given a penalty.
And forcing another driver.
Okay, I thought it could be on the fringe there, but it's like maybe he gets away with it, maybe not. He does get a 5-second penalty. I think that's justified.
No, not like that. Not like that. No, no, no.
Because I think
you need to be an absolute blind man to think that you can go through the grass and then control your car. Where the hell I am supposed to go?
Okay, that one's a little tough. Like, yes, he's right. You go in the grass, you're gonna re-enter onto the track a little violently, right? Car's gonna have, for at least very temporarily, it's gonna have a little less traction, right? It's got grease and grass and shit on it. You're coming on from one surface to another with a slight, hump from the curb as well. There's a lot of factors that's going to make the car a little squirrely when it comes back on the track, right? Okay, that's fair. Now, is it going to take the whole track to correct it like it did there and conveniently kind of block another driver, but then just not enough to literally throw him in the wall, which would be obvious and cause a wreck? That's another story, right? That one's tough. I think he knew it. Like, I don't think he necessarily made the mistake on purpose, but once he was in the mistake and he re-entered and then saw Lewis coming up, I think maybe he knew what he was doing by then and was like, yeah, I can kind of close the gap here a little bit. I mean, come on. Racers aren't typically going to be, like, super generous to their competitors, right? I don't know.
If it was up to him, there's no way you can.
I see his frustration, but I also think that maybe that penalty was justified. I would love to hear your opinions because I feel like this one could be split. Wow. That's a side to Formula One I got to look more into. That is crazy that he did that. Holy.
Seat fitting.
Oh,
damn.
hurt almost in the wall.
Plenty of space. Oh, I take it back.
Wow.
Plenty of space.
That's commitment.
Might be one of the coolest camera angles ever to capture that. Like where it happened.
Plenty of space.
Right where that camera was mounted.
Oh, I take it back. Not plenty
Damn. Okay, we have a Lambo with a blown tire.
Way wide.
Whoa!
Almost disaster there.
Whoa!
For Alberto Di Folco, right on the tail he was of.
Whoa! And again.
Came across this limping
Jeez, this guy almost got
that was doing the right thing and
lasered. Holy smokes! He's right at the
keep out of the
entrance
way,
to the pits, I believe.
On the racing line as they came out.
Jeez.
Because Yazid is on the limit. So
way to give the guy a freaking heart attack, man. Look at this. Oh!
Di Folco thinks I need to get back on the track here. He suddenly finds
how on
car
earth
at walking
can we
pace.
talk about that driver reaction time and kind of the car itself? How did that car go from that sharp of a turn into the other Lambo and then correct itself? Like he turned the other way. And the car didn't, like, it made the turn in no time, right? Like, that was kind of amazing responsiveness from the driver and the car both. I'm surprised it was even able to pull that off.
Thinks I need to get back
Look
on
at
the
that.
track here. He suddenly
and still recover. Like, he went,
pace, and there,
how did he not oversteer and overcorrect into the grass there? Into the barrier.
made it back with
Firestone's back onto the
This is
primary.
IndyCar. Oh, my God, he hooked the wrench.
Joseph Newgarden ran over the wheel gun, and it threw him into the wall. One of the pit crew members was scrambling. And
what happened here?
And it threw him into the
Damn,
wall.
that torque wrench almost freaking hit all those guys in the ankles. That would have been terrible, or the shins.
Look at how quick the reaction was.
Oh,
my goodness.
So close for the high
And
team
in the car.
there.
Oh, my God, I'm looking at the freaking tool. I didn't even see this.
My goodness.
So close for the high
Damn, dude,
V
that could have
members
been
there.
so much worse. Honestly, how was that not worse? Wow. Okay, bikes in the rain. This is insane to me. What? That sounds like a nightmare. Like, what kind of tires they run? Do they have rain tires for these bikes? I suppose they probably do. But still, how good are they?
That was magic.
Yeah, that was insane. You couldn't even do that in a movie because they'd be like, that ain't believable, right? Hey, he did it in real life.
I hope we can chop that up into so many different.
Super bikes in the rain sounds honestly amazing as a spectator sport, but it sounds like a disaster waiting to happen. It sounds so stressful as the rider, right? I don't have much experience with bikes. Like, they're cool. I just don't have them personally, so I don't have a lot of experience with them other than dirt bikes. And I just can, at least to me, in my head, that just sounds like so difficult. Like, wow, hats off to riders that race in rain on a track with these. Like, wow. If you have experience driving motorcycles in the rain, maybe in some sort of scenario where you're going fast, whether it was some canyon run you did, but if it was on like some sort of track day, I'd love to hear about it. How do you manage that? Is it as hard as it seems?
Here we go with James.
Ooh, some Aussie supercar action. Damn.
I saw him go down the order.
Oh! Holy crap! Oh, he's got some tires. He's got some tire issues back there. The red one.
Here in the fast chicane last year, James Golding.
Jeez.
For Scott Pye, nowhere to go for him.
So this one is certainly a near miss because this guy's doing a spectacular donut over here to get this thing turned around.
Number 20.
But, I mean, kind of bold of him to do it just right when he knows his racer's coming, right? Like, I'm just going to whip it around. I don't give a shit, right?
So he's grabbed the gear.
Now, he did near miss. He didn't, that would have totaled both cars, obviously. So, like, obviously he didn't hit him and ruin both the races, but it wasn't a miss completely because he double tapped the wall pretty damn hard and enough to ruin the rear wheel situation back there. That's crazy. Supercars always have great action. Okay, what do we got here? Whoa. My God, man, where are you going, bro?
That flag waver really taking his.
He's like, I'm going to take some spots. I don't care. Oh, we have Aussie Utes. I love the Aussie Utes. Look at it. Oh, my God. Almost knocked his block off, dude. Look at this. Right here. Oh. My.
Any closer. That was
imagine the view. Do they have the in-car view of this guy that almost got his front end wiped off?
Goodness, that was nearly some.
They don't probably. Oh, dude, just the wind from him, I think, pushed his freaking Ute off the track.
Look at Courtney, he can't believe what he's witnessing.
That was insanity. Damn, dude.
Check out your boss safety guideline 1 twice. You don't need to follow the delta anymore. You don't.
How often does this happen? Jeez. How freaking scary you see a Formula 1 car barreling at you? Because if that hits you, you know they're going fast. But also, well, he wasn't going race speed, but you know what I mean. It's still moving fast. But the problem is, even versus a normal car, I feel like this is scary. I feel like it's just going to like cut right through your ankles because they're so low and sharp. Now, who's at fault there? Were those marshals being a little too comfortable, too careful? Or not careful enough, I should say? Or was this driver ignoring a yellow or something and not getting the memo? Okay, MotoGP in the rain again.
Just on the brakes. Look how close it is that Hayden saw.
Oh my God.
Look at how much speed he has and undercut him there. That is so close. And there's your save of the day. Trevor.
First of all, split the difference. We got this guy just cruising along, has no idea that there's about to be a bike on his side, roaring past him, and then the rider separate on the other side of him. And you're going to be turning to your left, so you might turn into this guy, but somehow he avoided you by what looks like a couple hairs.
Standish is so lucky right there.
Holy crap, that's insane, dude. That was awesome. I did skip around. There are some bangers in here you're going to want to check out with that original link. Just watch this whole thing through again. See what you missed. It was freaking awesome. This was a great suggestion. This is a great compilation. Wow, make sure to check them out. That was sick. I haven't looked at anything like this in quite a while, and damn. I'm going to be looking at more of his stuff on my own time. That was really, really freaking cool. Near misses are wild. And IndyCar coming in with some really good ones. Of course, I expected to see Formula 1 in there, and we got pretty healthy dose, I'd say, and MotoGP coming in with a surprise, I'd say. I will say I didn't see much NASCAR in this, so that was kind of a surprise. Although I'm pretty sure most of you watching probably wouldn't be disappointed, and that's just fine. I admit it. All these other motorsports are freaking awesome. We didn't see Rally in here either, but MotoGP definitely honestly taking the cake for me for most like surprising and kind of just wild clips you can get for this type of topic. Like that last one, holy crap, dude. Also that Aussie Ute race, that might have been my favorite one. Like that car was just flying. Like that car was booking it, spinning out, and that Ute, I should say. And he was just gonna clobber that other one, and he missed him by just, I don't even know how it was possible that they didn't collide. Pretty sure the guy that was slamming on his brakes that just, got missed, pretty sure that guy, let's get real, dude had to have come close to shitting his pants. He was about to get his world rocked by that rogue machine. That was a whole lot of fun. I hope you enjoyed it. I appreciate you watching. I appreciate cool suggestions like this. I cannot wait to see the comments. My name is Ian. You're watching IWrocker. Until next time, y'all, stay safe out there. I'll get you later.